Today I am going to teach you a basic concepts of an Kali Linux with a practical session. What is a Kali Linux and what are the commands we are going to use for hacking and all. First, we are going to with the basic concepts here. What is operating system? Basically, operating system, we can say that a primary system of a software that manages hardware and software on your computer is called an operating system. I think you cleared with your definition. I'll tell you again. The software that manages hardware and software on your computer is called operating system. We can say that easily the interface between software and hardware is called an operating system. For better understanding, I'll give you one example. Like your manager or your principal is there for your school to manage everything like students, faculty, employees, whatever the things is needed for establishing one school, he need to manage. So same thing, the operating system is also same thing. The operating system need to manage everything, software and hardware, everything. So I think you are clear with your operating system. One more example I want to give you. Your computer is like your bike. So if you want to start the bike, you need keys. So operating system is like a keys. So with the keys you can start. We can start with unethical way, but if you want to start in an ethical way, you need keys for starting. So it's a same thing. The operating system is like a key for everything. Then next slide is Kali Linux. Basically, what is Kali Linux? So it's an open source tool which is in a Debian based. Debian based means it's kind of operating system, which is Linux distribution. So basically, we use for Kali Linux information security, penetration testing purpose, research purpose, computer forensics, and reverse engineering. So for that, we are using Kali Linux. Already in the previous session, I told you how to install the Kali Linux. Go with the video and try to install you in a computer and try to enter into the cyber world. So next slide is Debian Linux distribution. These are the types of Debian Linux distributions. Systems are there, operating systems these are. Then features of an Kali Linux. Basically these are the more than features are there. I'll pick you only 4 points here. So more than 600 penetration testing tools included. So the basically Kali Linux having inbuilt tools are there. 600 penetration tools are there, and free and open source which means freely available, and it's also open source. Everyone can install in every system. So it can be, we can say that completely customizable. We can install by your own without seeing anything. It's easy configuration methods and multi-language support. It can be support Python, it can be support C, C++, Ruby, shell scripting, bash scripting, everything it can be support. That's why we can say as a multi-level language support. So next slide is booting of your Kali Linux. So before getting start means booting means starting. So before getting into Linux, whatever the backend process is going on, means whatever the backend process is going on for starting the Linux, we will see. These are the 6 stages of booting process are there, which is BIOS, basic input and output system, and MBR, master boot record, and grub is a grand unified bootloader, and kernel executes init and run level. These are the 6 stages of booting. Means if you want to start the Kali Linux, suppose this is my virtual box here. So if I want to start here, backend processes, these stages are backend process. It can be run. These are, if we run the backend this process, so it can be start easily. It can be start. I will press on enter. It's starting booting and everything. This process is step by step process. Basically, so in a daily example, you are going to start a car. So first of all, you need keys for starting a car. So it's my Linux is started here. So first of all, if you want to start one car, you need keys. So with the keys you need to turn on, it's like a BIOS. You are going to start it, turn on the keys is like a BIOS. Then coming to GRB, master bootloader, which is checking the engine condition. Means you are planning for a long trip. So before long trip you are going to check the engine condition, how the engine is perfect or not, it will come back or not. So these are called MBR. So next going to grub. So grand unified bootloader, which chooses mode to start. Basically the car system, petrol system is there, and diesel system are there. So these 2 systems are like grub. So next thing is kernel. Basically kernel is like an engine start. It's an important thing. It's an engine start. So I'll give you again example. So BIOS is like a key you need to turn on, and MBR is like a checking engine condition, and grub is which is choose for mode of starting with petrol or diesel. So kernel is like a starting engine. Init is like initially system load the system, means initially it will start. So run level means let us drive. So it start to execute to go trip. So what is virtualization? Basically, virtualization is mean in one hardware we can use multiple operating systems. So in one hardware we can use multiple operating system. So in a one computer we can use another computer system. So same Windows we can use. So this is my virtual box. I can say that this is my virtual box. I'm using different. I'm using Windows 10 here. Again, Wazoo is another thing, and Kali is also, and Metaspectable 2 is also is there. So I'm one system in a one operating system. I'm using one more operating system. So these are the thing. So this is my slide. So in a physical system, it might be a different. So it requires, in a physical system you need require another computer and one more computer, first computer and second computer. If you choose a virtual machine, we can use both system in a one laptop or one system. So I think you cleared here. So essential and applications in a Kali Linux. So basically the application menu, information gathering and vulnerability analysis, exploitation tools and wireless attacks and forensics tools. Basically information gathering tools are like you are going to gather information, target information using passive technique and active technique. So vulnerability analysis, you are going to find the loophole of a system. Exploitation means once you find the vulnerability, you are going to exploit the system. Wireless attack means Wi-Fi attacks or something, Bluetooth attack like that. And forensics means you are going to use autopsy for generating reports, automation. So password attacks means you are doing brute force attacks and for getting passwords. So reverse engineering means once you done the install the malware in your target system, you get the reverse shell for connection, and reporting tools also is there. These are the tools and thing I'll show you in my Linux. You can see that this is my Kali Linux and these are the applications. See, all applications. First of all, information gathering tools, or these are all the information gathering, means you are going to gather the information about your target system. So vulnerability analysis, these are the vulnerability analysis in Genmap, Nmap and all. So web application analyzing is these are the tools, and database and password attacks and wireless attacks, reverse engineering, exploitation tools and sniffing tools. Sniffing means you need to like intercept in between, intercepting in the network or something. Your friend and you are talking, so someone interferes in between. It's like a sniffing and spoofing. And post exploitation and forensics reporting tools are there. Social engineering tools are there. Basically social engineering tools are like manipulation of human psychology, and Kali Linux, offensive links are these are the applications. These are inbuilt tools are there, which is open source and freely available. So then going to next slide. So installation requirements for the Kali Linux. Already I have in a previous video how to install the Kali Linux in your system. Go through that video. For disk space is minimum 10 GB. Architecture should be in a 64, and RAM should be minimum 512, and VMware or VirtualBox is required, and ISO image file is required. I'll show you Kali Linux ISO. So this is my Kali Linux ISO. It's looking like a DVD player. Like a CD. So we'll go for next slide. Basically network setup. In a Kali Linux you can see that there is a two kind of setups you are must to know, which is settings here. So I'm going to for network here, which is bridge network, because I connected with my mobile hotspot. I chosen a bridge network. So I'll check my IP config here. So this is my terminal. I open my terminal. So we can see that if config is finding IP address of my system. So we can see this is my IP address. So I'll change my devices, means network adapter here. Network. I am clicking on my NAT. So I press enter. So I can change it here. Disconnect first of all. Then I'm going to start wire connected. So now I will check my IP address. See, my IP address is changed 10.0.216. So before this is my IP address. So basically NAT means network address translation. A simple, when you are connected to the network, suppose your college Wi-Fi, we can keep the NAT network. So if you are using, so I'll change my network adapter because I was connected with my mobile hotspot. So I want to keep bridge network. Okay. So I'll disconnect here. Yeah, so it got same. So basically NAT means when you are connected with your college Wi-Fi, and IP address should be in a 10.2.2.1, like that it will comes. So basically IP address will generate the DHCP. This is the advanced level. I'll tell you in the further classes what is DHCP and all, how IP address will provide and how unique it will provide. Everything I will tell you in the further classes. So bridge network is basically a bridge network in your local area, means your mobile hotspot, your private network. It comes under the bridge network. So these are the things you need to know. So this is my slide. So this is Linux. So try to install your system, and Kali Linux systems files. Basically it's an 64 file system. These are the, like, we can say that it's in a root directory. /bin means binaries which contains executable files here, and /etc means configuration files, whatever the configurations in your systems are there, it comes under the etc file. And home means like home directories, like which can having server and their stores and personal files, documents and configuration files. It comes under the /home. And the /bin means /lib means libraries that contains essential running various programs, like that applications on your systems, whatever the applications are in your system. So it comes under next. /user means user programs and data, which is initially stores user related programs like libraries, documentation and other data it will store, and subdirectories also it will store. And /systems, sys means system information it will store, and /sbin means system administration directories. So these are many are there. I'll, for example, for your understanding purpose, I'll given only some. So /lib will be there, variable data is there, /temp is there, /device files are there, and boots also there, service data is there, media is there. So many things are there. Once you go research on the file system, you get to know. So these are the file systems in a Kali Linux. Basically these are the file system of a Kali Linux. ext and ext2 and ext3 and ext4 file system are designed for simple and effective file system for using hard disk. Basically it's used for hard disk, like file permission and symbolic links and ability to store large files and directories. It is used for this file system. And coming to the JFS file system is for high performance. This file system is used for reliability and scalability purpose and enterprise level of computing. That's why we use this. And coming to the Riser FS, the file system is designed for developed by the Linux operating system. Basically it is used for tail packing and scalability and plugin architectures. For purpose we use. And XFS file systems also is there. Try to research on these files systems, and basic commands are here. ls means list of directories. These are the commands for Linux. Linux we are using. lx means list of directories. cd means change the directories. mkdir means new directory. rmdir means remove the directory. And touch is creating new empty file. And cp means copy file. And date means display the date. And cl means display the calendar. And one more slide is there for this. rm means remove, and mv means move and rename the file directory. rm means remove file, and pw means print the current working directory, and ct means print the content of file or console. So these are the things of commands here. So I will show you practically. So once open my Kali Linux here. So first of all I am using pwd, means present directory. We are in home, and tracker we are in present directory. So I am giving ls list of directories here. So list of directories, these are the desktop, document, downloads, music, picture. These are the list of directories. So some hidden directories also is there for showing hidden directories /al. It shows all the hidden directories. These are the hidden directories. So then coming to the I'm going to change the directory, which is cd. desktop. Yes, I changed my desktop. So already we can see here, this is my desktop. It changed the directory. Then coming go with cd logs. So list of directories, whatever the list of directories are here. So nothing is there here. So I want to create something using mkdir, which is for using file. I'm using 1, 2 and 3. These are the I created files. I'm giving ls list of directories. Now you can see the 1, 2, 3 here, list of directories here. So if you want to remove something, rmdir, remove directory, which is I want to remove 3 directory. So you can see I removed this 3 and ls. So you can see the only 2, 1 and 2. So means these are the commands I'm using. I think you are not understanding. If you are installing Kali Linux, you need to know the what is the command for using this terminal and all. It comes like this. So touch command, I'm going to use touch command. Why I use touch command? For use creating empty file. So class.txt I created here. We can see class.txt empty file. So I'm doing copy, means cpwd power of directory here. We are this directory. So I'm copying here, which is. So these are the commands we are using in Linux. So many commands are there. Go for research and thank you.